For more than 4 years, Indusa continued to serve the Red Temple, and in those 4 years, she caused more than 300 accidents, killing more than 5,000 people. By this time, Indusa had reached a stage where she no longer felt remorse for the accidents she caused. In fact, she always looked forward to creating confusion and causing accidents so her bonuses could increase. Meanwhile, at home, Indusa's parents and siblings had started creating their distance from Indusa because of the unexplainable, dark things that were happening. And as a result of this, Indusa had to move out of her parents' house to the city. Throughout the years Indusa did the devil's work, she never encountered any issues while on her mission. Things were pretty easy for her because most of the cars and travelers didn't have any protection, and many didn't pray before traveling, so causing the accidents was always simple, not until something happened. One day, as usual, Indusa had transformed into an animal and was waiting in a bush for her victims to come so she could run across the road at a speed. But on that particular day, something Indusa had never experienced before happened. While waiting in the bush, Indusa began to hear what sounded like a loud rumbling coming in her direction, and it seemed to come from everywhere. Since Indusa had transformed into a tiger that day, her hearing was very sharp and she was sure of what she had heard. Somehow, the rumbling began to weaken her, but since Indusa was determined to carry out her mission, she refused to back down. Funnily enough, when Indusa heard the rumbling sound, she had not spotted any car in sight, and as a result, she had no idea what was causing the rumbling. About 5 minutes after Indusa heard the sound, she spotted a missionary bus driving in her direction. The bus carried people who were on their way for evangelism, and some of them were praying and singing at the same time. As the bus got closer to the spot where Indusa hid, the rumbling sound got so loud that it weakened her completely until she passed out. By the time Indusa regained consciousness, it was night, and for the first time, she had failed to carry out her mission. When Indusa returned home that evening, she couldn't stop thinking about what had happened because it was the first time she had experienced such. How can a bus of people cause such a great sound? I have never felt so weak and powerless while on a mission. Normally, the bus drivers are overwhelmed with our influence before they get to me. Apart from failing to carry out her mission that day, Indusa knew she would have to answer to the Red Temple because they were in a strategic season where they needed a lot of blood. As expected, when Indusa fell asleep that night, she was summoned to the Red Temple.
Indusa! You failed today! It has never happened before! I received a report that you were sleeping at your post.
The leader in a red cloak said,
Master, I wish I could explain what happened today, but I can't. Before the bus even arrived, I could hear strange sounds, and when they got closer, I passed out.
Nonsense! Don't we equip you enough? We promised you a good life and fulfilled that promise. All you had to do was run in front of that bus. We have already taken care of the rest. Also, we were waiting for the blood of those evangelists, and you failed to deliver.
I'm sorry, Master. It will not happen again.
It had better not. Now, we have received information that the same bus will be passing through that route tomorrow. Make sure you do everything you can to make that accident happen. I don't want any survivors. I promise you, if you are able to do this, you will soon join us at the table.
I promise you, Master, I will not fail you or our Dark Lord again.
Indusa said with her head bowed.
Here, drink this.
The leader said as he handed Indusa a small glass of red liquid, and she gulped everything down.
Lastly, I must warn you. This is your second strike. If you fail again, you will have just one chance left.
That same night, when Indusa woke up, she was a bit sad and happy at the same time. She was sad because she had failed such an important mission and had only 2 strikes left. But she was happy she would get to join the table if she succeeded. The following morning, while Indusa was preparing for her mission, Mr. Injeri called her.
Indusa, I hope you are getting ready. Do not fail us again. Those people are very important people, and their blood is considered 10 times better than the blood of regular people.
Yes, I am ready, sir. I promise I will not fail this time.
I believe in you. You can do this. I'll call you later this evening to celebrate your victory.
My regards to Caro. Where is she now? The US or Germany?
I don't know either. She travels a lot, so I cannot tell.
Mr. Injeri said before ending the call. Strangely, around the same time Mr. Injeri initiated Indusa to serve the Red Temple, Caro mysteriously got well. Her autism disappeared in the twinkling of an eye, and she began living a normal life. After the call, Indusa began reciting her incantations, and almost immediately, she transformed into a big python snake and disappeared. Upon arriving at the location, Indusa hid in a bush as usual. Shortly after she appeared there, she began to hear the same rumbling again, but this time it came with an earthquake. Immediately this happened, Indusa knew that the missionary bus would show up anytime soon, and she wasn't wrong. About 5 minutes after the rumbling and shaking started, Indusa spotted the bus from a distance, but unlike the first time, no one was praying. They were only singing, and some people were sleeping. Like the first time, the rumbling became deafening as the bus drove closer to Indusa. But because of the liquid Indusa had ingested at the Red Temple, she had a bit of resistance. As planned, when the bus got a few feet closer to Indusa, she began to cross the road, but upon getting to the middle of the road, Indusa realized that the bus was enveloped in fire. In fact, in her entire life, she had never seen such flames before. Sadly, because Indusa only noticed the fire when she was already in the middle of the road, she tried to hurry to the other side but couldn't do that in time because of the mild earthquake and rumbling sound. As a result, the bus's tires ran over the snake's tail and she was seriously burnt. Because Indusa was in so much pain, she transformed back into a human on the spot and she disappeared to her house.
Ah! Ah! What is this? Ah!
Indusa screamed in pain when she appeared in her room. Sadly, because the bus's tires had touched Indusa while she was in her snake form, her knees down to her toes had been badly burnt. Since Indusa had never seen such horrible burns on anyone, she immediately called Mr. Injeri and explained what happened while she was on her mission.
So you failed again? Indusa, I'm beginning to think that you're taking all the things we do for you for granted.
No, sir. I swear I'm not. I don't know what happened again. There is something unnatural about that bus. The bus ran over me and right now, I'm in so much pain.
I don't understand the nonsense you're saying. Maybe if we begin to take away some of your luxury, you will take this seriously. Get ready to be summoned to the Red Temple now.
Mr. Injeri said before ending the call. As soon as Indusa heard she would be summoned to the Red Temple, she began to tremble because she knew how the summoning would go. To avoid complicating things more, Indusa laid down on her bed and almost immediately her spirit left her body and she could feel an invisible force pulling her to the Red Temple.
You! How dare you fail us again after all the warning we gave you the last time?
The leader yelled at Indusa.
I'm sorry, Master. What happened today was beyond me.
Indusa said with her head bowed.
What is that supposed to mean? Didn't we equip you enough? All you had to do was run across the boss. We told you how precious the blood of those evangelists are. They have been creating serious havoc lately. And we thought you could carry out this little assignment.
I'm so sorry, Master. Please, give me one more chance. And I promise I will not fail you.
No! You must be punished for this. As punishment, 1/3 of everything you own will be taken away from you. And if you fail again, everything will be taken away from you. And trust me, they will not come back easily.
Please, Master, have mercy on me. I have tried my best, but those evangelists seem to have a force protecting them. As I speak to you, I'm in so much pain because the boss ran over my tail, and that has never happened before.
So are you saying that the Dark Lord's protection is not enough? Is that what you're saying? The Dark Lord has given you a gift. A gift he only gives to special people. And that's the ability to transform to anything at your will. He has also chosen you for his mission and bestowed you with all the power you need. All you have to do is do your part. We have promised you a seat at the table. If you can carry out this mission successfully, don't you want that? And all the benefits it comes with?
I do.
Then act like you do. Give us the blood of those evangelists, and your reward shall be bountiful. This is your final strike. If you fail again, you will suffer the consequences and will be stripped of all your benefits.
I will not fail you and the Dark Lord. I am ready to put my life on the line.
That's the spirit. Since you have failed twice already, we will have to do things differently. We have been informed that those evangelists will not follow that route anytime soon. So we must send you somewhere else. Tomorrow by 12 p.m., they will be passing through the Nguyi Express Road. And that is where you should be.
I will be there before 12 p.m., Master.
You may leave,
the leader said, and Indusa's spirit returned to her body. The truth was, Mr. Injeri and other members of the Red Temple knew exactly what Indusa was up against, but they kept pushing her to carry out the mission. In the past, some members of the Red Temple had been wounded badly while trying to eliminate those evangelists. Despite knowing this, Mr. Injeri and the other members kept pushing Indusa because they didn't care about her. All they cared about was fulfilling the will of the Dark Lord. Meanwhile, back at Indusa's village, Dakia, Indusa's mother, had been praying day and night for Indusa. Although she was not a devoted and committed Christian, she tried her best to pray in the little way she could. Shortly after Indusa left home, Dakia began having weird dreams about Indusa. Most of the time, she would dream of Indusa transforming into an animal or being slaughtered like
Indusa!
a goat. And each time she had those kinds of dreams, she would pray for God to save Indusa and lead her back home without even knowing what Indusa had gotten herself into. After Indusa was summoned to the Red Temple, she woke up back to her body, which was still in pain.
I cannot feel again. If I do, then everything I have worked for all these years will be taken from me. And I cannot let that happen. If it happens, then I'm doomed because I have no one to turn to. My family suspects me and I have no friends. What could be protecting these people? They told me that the Dark Lord's power was the greatest. Or could there be a greater power out there? No, I don't think there is any. Maybe I was a little distracted.
Because Indusa was in so much pain, she decided to go to bed early so she could rest well for her mission the next day. Unknown to Indusa, her mission to eliminate the evangelists would be the last mission she would ever do. Watch out for part 4. Did you enjoy this story? Tell us your favorite part in the comment section below. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Also, do not forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you.